Let me tell you the story of how I tried to do the right thing, got thrown under the bus for it, and still walked away the winner, thanks to karma and one well-timed screenshot. I worked at a mid-sized logistics company for about 3 years. Nothing flashy, but the job paid the bills, had decent health insurance, and I actually liked most of my coworkers. That is, until the dynamic duo from hell made things unbearable. Our department head, Lionel, was your classic office politician. Early 40s, pressed shirts, polished shoes, and that phony professional charm that only worked on upper management and first-time interns. On paper, he was a family man, wife, 2 kids. He even had a mug on his desk that said Dar1 Dad like it was part of the act. Then there was Rose, his direct report in the accounting team. She wasn't what most people expect when they hear office affair. She looked like she could bench press a forklift. Broad shoulders, stiff posture, always stomping around the office like she was on a mission to sack a quarterback. Not flirty, not particularly warm, just intense. Still, things between them started shifting. It began with little things. Lionel getting her coffee every morning with that fake little smirk. Long one-on-one meetings behind closed doors. Her suddenly getting top-tier assignments with no experience. It was obvious something was going on. The energy changed, like the rest of us didn't exist. At first, I just rolled my eyes and kept my head down. It wasn't my business. I had spreadsheets to fix and invoices to untangle. But then Rose started getting bold and sloppy. She started taking credit for things she didn't do. Started writing people up for insubordination if they asked. Too many questions. She openly mocked coworkers, then smiled like she was joking. I remember when she cornered Carl over a budget miscalculation that Lionel himself had caused. Carl was shaking by the time she finished chewing him out. And then, boom, right up. The thing is, our team used to be a well-oiled machine. Once Rose got elevated to Lionel's favorite, it all started breaking down. Morale dipped, turnover went up. And the worst part? HR didn't see a thing, or pretended not to. Then came the Carla incident. Carla was the sweetest soul in the building. Always stayed late, always covered for people, never complained. One day, a shipment reconciliation. Report got botched, and Rose blamed Carla in front of everyone, loudly, aggressively, and unfairly. I knew it wasn't Carla's mistake. The timestamp showed Lionel made the change. Carla cried in the break room that day. And that was it. I couldn't stay quiet anymore. I documented everything. Dates, emails, office calendar screenshots. I wrote a clear, detailed complaint and submitted it anonymously to HR. For a week, nothing happened. Then things got weird. I got a notice that my time logs were being reviewed for irregularities. Someone flagged me for excessive printer usage. I got pulled off 2 of my long-term projects with no explanation. Rose stopped pretending and started being passive-aggressive to my face. Lionel wouldn't even look me in the eye. Then, boom. I was called into a meeting with HR and told my role was no longer a good cultural fit. After 3 years of perfect performance reviews. They didn't say it outright, but I knew. They found out it was me. They fired me for trying to do the right thing. I was devastated, angry, embarrassed. I packed up my things that afternoon, walked past Lionel's office one last time. And that's when Karma handed me a gift. His office door was open. His phone was on his desk. And the screen lit up. There it was. A text notification from an unsaved number with a selfie of Rose in what looked like Lionel's hoodie, followed by the message, "Can't wait for tonight, last night was so worth the risk." I didn't even touch the phone. But I remembered something. A few weeks prior, Rose had left her work laptop open when she stepped away during lunch. She had a draft email open addressed to a private Gmail with flirty language, emojis, and a few inappropriate photos. I'd taken a screenshot then, but never used it, until now. I pulled it back up, grabbed the photo of the hoodie selfie, and attached it. Then through a burner email, I tracked down Lionel's wife. Her Instagram wasn't private, and she had her business contact email listed. I sent her a simple message. Subject, "You deserve the truth." Body, no message, just 2 attachments. Then I waited. Nothing happened for about 2 weeks. Then I got a text from Carla. "Lionel is gone. Turns out, Lionel resigned for personal reasons over the weekend. No warning, no goodbye party, just gone. Rose, demoted. Shuffled into a data entry role on a different floor. No more conferences, no more company laptop. She even stopped wearing her suit jackets and started avoiding eye contact with everyone. Apparently, HR launched a quiet investigation, but only after his wife showed up at the office. Word spread like wildfire. Carla told me she heard Lionel's wife had printed out the email and left it on the HR director's desk with a sticky note that read, "Since your team doesn't believe in accountability, maybe you'll believe in evidence." I didn't get my job back, but I got something better. Closure. A few months later, I landed a better position at a startup with a flexible schedule, higher pay, and a boss who doesn't mix business with bad decisions. Do I still think about it sometimes? Yeah, especially when I hear of someone being railroaded for telling the truth. But if there's anything I learned from all this, it's this. HR might ignore you. Management might protect their own. But Karma? Karma reads her emails. And she hits reply all.